Good day to Madam Aisha. Today I want to reflect on our journey through the four distinct thinking skills we've practiced, starting with analytical thinking. Group 1, which was my group, took us into the world of forensics with the Detective's Dilemma game. It was about the rigorous breakdown of complex data. I recall Station 1 specifically, where we had to solve riddles just to unlock the blood match analysis. The brilliance of this game lay in the details. We couldn't just look at the blood type, we had to scrutinize the rhesus factor to differentiate between three suspects who look identical on paper. Later, at the final station, the thumbprint matching game tested our ability to synthesize all that evidence. Even though many of us struggled to guess the correct killer, the lesson was invaluable. Analytical thinking requires us to resist confusion, ignore red herrings, and trust a logical process rather than jumping to conclusions. It taught us that detailed scrutiny is the difference between a guess and a deduction. Moving on to the next session, Group 2 challenged our adaptive and flexible thinking. This session was unique because we had to earn our way to success. We started by answering trivia and maths questions to gain currency, which allowed us to buy materials like uncooked spaghetti, straws, and crucially, marshmallows. The highlight here was the tower building session. This was the ultimate test of flexibility. I remember my team realizing mid-build that a section of our tower was unstable. Instead of stubbornly sticking to the plan, we had to be flexible. We made the tough decision to demolish the level and rebuild it with a sturdier design. We even cut marshmallows in half to reduce weight. That ability to pivot strategies in real time paid off. When the table shaking ground came, our tower remained standing. It proved that flexibility isn't about having a perfect plan from the start. Next, we explored creative thinking with Team 3. This session was designed to force us out of the box. It started with 1, 2, 3 action, a game of charades where we had to rely entirely on non-verbal cues. But the real test of creativity came with the extreme mystery box, where we had to use imaginative language to describe chaotic items like tarantulas and sanitary napkins solely by touch. However, the finale, Twister, where every move unlocks a challenge, was where physical agility met mental creativity. As we balanced on the mat, different colors triggered different tasks, like solving riddles or answering what if questions, while physically contorted. Initially, we were confused by the rules, but that was the point. Creative thinking often happens under uncertainty. We had to stay calm and inventive even when we were physically off balance and the path forward wasn't very clear. It showed us that creativity is about finding solutions even when we have constraints like gravity and time are working against you. 4 threw us into high-stakes scenario to test our decision-making skills. In the survival game, this activity simulated pressure cooker situations, starting with speed drawing, fire simulation, where we had to communicate survival items purely through sketches in seconds. The intensity ramped up with the choose wisely and zombie survival segments. We were forced to make life or death choices like choosing coconut water over regular water for hydration, or deciding between a lighter or armor to survive a zombie apocalypse. The critical takeaway here wasn't just what we chose, but why we chose it. We learned that in complex decision making, weighing the pros and cons were more important than just making a simple decision. It taught us that effective decision making is about prioritizing resources and defending your logic under pressure.